So, this is, I think, the first comprehensive FF7 mods. You know, there's actually a couple other mods of FF7, and Sega Gjoerulv later made a mod called New Threat Mods. This is like the predecessor. Don't say mods. C'est une mod qui essaie de faire le jeu plus difficile. Hey Fakeman, how are you? Alors, les ennemis sont plus forts et il y a aussi des nouveaux ennemis et des choses comme ça. Also, I haven't streamed in like, you know, apparently only like 2.5 weeks, but people have been asking me if I had died or something, so it feels kind of good to not have died and to be able to to talk about not having died.
How do you know that you haven't died?
Well, I mean, I don't know that, but that's not really important, is it? It's just that I'm alive now. I mean, who cares if you've died? It's just that I'm clearly, arguably alive now. Do you really care if I died and I just come back to life?
Well, if you died, then you can write a best-selling book about what heaven was like and make a bunch of money.
Well, that's true, but I don't know. Isn't that already kind of exhausted? That kind of genre of, I don't know, coming back from dead books?
You should write yours on going to hell, and then make a new, you know, genre. Really spice up the market. Everyone already knows what it's like to be in heaven. They've already got like 10 books on it, but you can be the first to write about hell.
Well, you know, also whenever I do this, I don't have any idea for good names. I actually thought about it for like 2 minutes, but I have no idea what to call these characters again.
Can you name Vincent Valentine Adam Jensen in honor of the video game coming out in 3 hours?
Well, I have to actually first get to Vincent, right? I could probably deal with that once I get to that point, which probably will not be anytime soon.
That's true. You don't get him until disc 3, right? Because you talk to him in disc 2 and then you go back and talk in disc 3.
Well, you can actually get him on disc 1 still, but, you know,
oh really?
In this mod it still takes a while.
Oh, I was thinking of going back to getting his limit break from the cave. That's right. Yeah, you know.
Oh hey, Mosquito. Oh look, I'm almost dead. Isn't that kind of cute? You actually start with no kill in those mods. It's kind of funny. Someone named
is this
what?
mod harder than new threat?
This is arguably harder than New Threat mods, except of course in the monetary department, because even though you start with no gil, you actually get some gil in those mods. So this is not the poverty mods.
Did you know that the models on your background image, the guy making them got shut down by Square Enix?
Sorry? I didn't hear what you were saying.
Square Enix shut down the guy making those 3D printed models.
Oh. Well, I hope I can still display them. And thank you very much, Fatman. How are you? Well, I'm glad myself I haven't died. Hey, Cash. No, I haven't been to Australia or Japan. I've not been on some kind of deep spiritual journey. I was just buying some pears, and I actually ate a pear earlier. I mean, that could also be a very deep spiritual journey, going to the grocery store to buy some pears. And then you ponder on what other fruit there is, and, you know, where it all came from, and when it will all expire, and those deep questions. that sometimes we try to just avoid.
Name these characters after your foods.
Well, I could think about that. And hey, Super Shaker, how are you? You seem good. Can I name him Yowina? Well, I don't know what to call Yowina, so I don't know what that name would be.
Probably Little Paladin Knight.
You know, it's actually kind of disappointing because in this game you can't even like choose special symbols. You know, you cannot even choose like dollar symbols and stuff. It's kind of disappointing. I mean, you can only use these, but I don't know. You know, the longer I delay this, the more meaning giving him a name will have, so I should just go for something silly and just be done with it. What should you put there? Oh.
Oh yeah, name him after all your favorite emojis.
Hey Fagman, thank you very much. I could probably do that, but I don't know. Hobo Man. Is that a new superhero? I don't know what Odor Beast is supposed to mean. I mean, I know what it means, but is that some kind of reference? Well, if you like it so much, I guess I can relent. I'm not so sure what is that.
You could have a donation contest and whoever donates the most within the next 5 minutes. Gets
well,
that
that could be an idea. But that could also take too long. I will just call them this now.
That's an excellent name, Kindness. You chose well.
Oh, I still haven't done that, yeah. You see, the issue is that it's like, isn't it like 30 hours long? if I try to upload this, it will take me like forever, because at some point you could actually, you were able to upload ones to YouTube, or just videos to YouTube, in like, you know, you could actually like split the uploading process, but I don't think you can do it anymore. So I'd have to literally do it in one part. That would not be very good on my end. Hey Strahl, how are you? Yes, I have, but for some strange reason I looked in my archives, through like my Twitch highlights and past broadcasts, and for some reason I never actually archived this, so, you know, if you were to look this up, you wouldn't even be able to find my playthrough of this, which is of course very sad. So I decided to actually play through this like another time, probably the 5th or 4th time right now. So somebody can, I don't know, maybe profit from that.
And you should start keeping track of your splits for this, since you've been doing it so often. Try to, you know, get the best time. I want to see like a 30-hour world record for this mod.
Well, I could actually maybe have some splits for this, but I don't know. I mean, you can probably leave Midgar like 6 hours or so. So it's not really that, you know, that far-fetched to kind of try to speedrun this, but still I'm not so sure. I mean, this is actually considerably harder than the other mods, Sega Chief Leaf Threat mods. So you definitely have to do some grinding here. You can't just do stuff, then expect stuff to work. Stuff will not work. Oh look, somebody made an account called Odor Beast. No, this one actually is kind of generous with money, but you know, enemies are hard and stuff. Yeah, I mean that's probably something you should be aware of to begin with. Sega Chief's mod is not necessarily a true hard mod anyway. This one, however, is. Well, this is a hard mod. This mod changed the gameplay of FF7 to make the game harder, essentially, through various means. You know, enemies. I should probably look into what kind of stuff I still have enabled. I'm a little bit confused. So there's actually like new enemies and stuff. And before you fight Guard Scorpion, you have to actually grind. I mean, you can try and not, but you will not survive that. So yeah, I actually enabled MIOC again. So you can play the exciting slots game, even though I don't really know why you would want to do that. But you can actually, the enemies here, they drop some good stuff. Among other things, you can get the item that does like Ball 2. I forgot what it's called. I don't know. How can you forget that? But you can get that item here. Oh, your donation went through, but you know, I don't really know what you said because the stuff is in Esperanto, so I can't really understand it. I need to kind of figure out what I said last time I used this. But thank you very much I have no idea though what you were trying to say with the donation. Kaiser was supposed to say something. I suppose it was something deep.
The text doesn't work for your donation thing?
I don't really, I should probably check, but it should... I haven't really used it in a while. Oh look, am I already dead? That would be unfortunate. I should probably set 8-bit weights. Actually, I have saved, you know. Oh, it's called Ball Plume. Is that the item? Yeah, also in this mod, the person who made this mod doesn't really like the way FF7 handles spell names, and so it's not Thunder 2, it's Thundawa. I don't know what to think of that, but that's not really a main thing, just a detail.
What do you prefer?
Well, I guess he didn't really care that much. I mean, it's just an item name. I mean, the item names are wild of, I don't know, aren't they all just kind of silly to begin with? So actually, in the beginning of this mod, it's kind of like a fight for survival, because so early on, you can't really quite out-heal the damage you take, because your shots are limited. So you can very well just game over here, because you run out of healing items, and then you just can't beat the enemies anymore, and you basically have to start the entire game again. So you have to be a bit careful, so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I remember when I played this mod, I ran out of potions after a while of grinding. I couldn't actually kill any more enemies, because my guy was not even healing. When are you gonna go to a GDQ or European Speedster Assembly marathon?
I don't know. I could probably go there at some point. Have you been to one of those?
No, but I'm not the world record holder for Final Fantasy VII.
Well, that's true, but you know, there's a lot of arcane records that don't really have any chance of getting into any kind of serious marathon. So
don't you also have a good plan for any percent?
Well, I haven't really done it in a while.
European Speedster Assembly, I know, does a lot of longer RPG runs that GDQs don't usually show.
Well, but even those have limits, you know. I mean, I don't see any kind of marathon involving a 15-hour speedrun. It seems just not very likely, does it? I mean, even FF10 has difficulties getting into most marathons these days. You know, like,
hey,
back...
You're second place on any percent no slots. That's probably good enough. That was a 6.5 hour run. I bet you can get into GDQ or DSA with that.
Well, maybe, but... I mean, this year there was FF12. That was the only FF game in it. And I don't know, wasn't that like 7 hours or so? I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't really
I
know
think
much
it was
about
like 6
FF12.
or something.
Hey,
Oh,
Gjoerulv.
wait. How could I forget? You have second place on New Game Plus, which is 2 hours and 5 minutes. That's perfect time.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of short categories, but they actually have been won before, so you know, you can't just expect to see them every year.
Well, yeah, every year they haven't had Kainos before.
Do I actually have a Phoenix Stone? Oh, I do.
This isn't looking good.
Well, thank you for stating that.
You got this, Kainos. I believe in you.
Well, this is why you should save after every fight at this point.
Are you making new saves or overwriting the same save?
I actually just overwrote the old save, but I think that's fine.
Do you think this would be too easy if he added in a merchant here that sells potions?
Well, you don't actually have too much money either, so... I mean, it's not like you can probably afford to buy potions in that high amount.
What are they, like 100 each?
I don't actually know that.
200 each? Something.
I think they're only 50 actually.
Well, then you could buy a couple, like 2 or 3. Sometimes that can be enough to make a difference.
I don't even know what they're supposed to be. I mean, they're called robots, but... You know, this game's idea of robots is kind of strange, isn't it? Yeah, this is a mod. This is actually a hard mod. It makes the game harder. Maybe I should indeed go back a little bit and just fight easier enemies. Because the ones here are quite hard.
You might go out near the entrance where it's only the soldiers.
Yeah. No, they're not made by me. I just, you know... I just like the way they look.
So those are 3D printed figures.
Yeah, I think they're 3D printed, and they're not even like a recent emergence, like a recent thing. But I think like 2 years ago, maybe 1 year ago, they I found them. Like, I didn't like get them, but I found a picture of them. Hey Quas, how are you?
Which one of these 3D printed figures would you most want to own if you had to own exactly one of them?
I don't know. I mean, if I were to have like an FF7 character, it would probably be, I don't know, maybe Jeffy. I also kind of like Lotus. Wow, this is a lot of damage.
Do you like Rufus because he looks like you?
He also has white clothes. They're fun. I don't really look like Rufus, I think, but I don't know. He's a pretty interesting character.
Sid Boy, I think you used the bolt plume there.
Yeah, unfortunately though, if you use them too often, you might run over them, and they're kind of, you should probably stockpile on them and use them against Guard Scorpion.
Do you like Rufus in Advent Children when he's Wheelchair Man?
I don't really like any of the characters in Advent Children. I think they all look kind of crazy. I don't really like Advent Children's art style. They all look like some kind of space hobo drug addicted aliens. Have
No,
you?
I don't really see it, to be honest.
I mean, they all have these weird new clothes, like Tifa and Barrett mostly. Like Tifa and Barrett look like they're selling like chrome or something. I don't know. I just don't really like the. I mean, you can obviously see that they're changed. You know, the outside's different. Like they look different than they do in FF7, and I don't like that change. It looks very silly to me. You love Pop-Tarts? You know, I've had Pop-Tarts. I might be willing to say I like Pop-Tarts. But I don't really like them that much.
What's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tarts?
Well, I've only had two flavors, which is raspberry and strawberry. And I kind of like them, but not that much. And I only had them last year for the first time, so my life has only been touched for like half a year or so by Pop-Tarts. They haven't really left such a big impact on my life yet. So is this where I should fight, or is this, should I actually grind even a bit earlier? Like outside? Because it still doesn't quite seem like I can realistically get through this.
Which enemy have the highest chance of dropping potions? Do you know?
Unfortunately I don't know that. Also I would definitely
guess.
I would need to get some ethers as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would guess that the military police guys are the highest chance to drop potions. But I don't actually know.
You know, also recently, like 2 weeks ago I think, I for the first time had Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and I don't really know the big deal about that either. Hey Setsuna, how are you? Thank you very much. I hope you're good. I can't believe it's already 18 months. You could have been pregnant twice, and you could have had 2 babies in that period of time. Have you been pregnant?
Named them No Cake. And The Fridge. Good baby names.
Yeah, there's something. If you have a baby now, you can just take my names for the characters. You're welcome. Anyway, as I was saying, I had these Ben & Jerry ice cream. And I don't know. I couldn't really quite see what's so great about that.
It's very expensive.
Yeah, it's even more expensive here because it's probably imported. They cost like they cost like €6 per bucket. Like one of those small buckets costs €6 here at least, and I don't know. It's kind of expensive.
How many liters are the buckets that cost €6?
That's like half a liter, I think. So it's not very much, like 400 grams or so. It's quite a small buckets. Right now I'm just trying
That's
to...
the thing. That's the thing, is it's way expensive for a little bit. You can, here at least in the States, you can get like 3 times that much ice cream for the same price, if not cheaper, as long as it's not Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, but at Ben and Jerry's they have a guy that taste tests it with a golden spoon. So you know it's high quality. Genuine 24 karat.
This seems unnecessary.
Oh, so you can get ethers here, that's great.
I think those little squid guys drop the ethers.
So I'm just trying to grind here to actually just heal the damage I take from just getting enough potions and ethers.
Are you meant to grind here? Like, pretty much everybody that plays through this has to stop and grind?
Well, not every place, but at this point in the game, in this mod at least, you can't really beat the boss yet. You have to pretty much grind for a while.
That's hardcore.
Why do you think Italy has the best foods? What about France? They have lots of funky desserts. Well, you don't have to eat snails, you know. They have stuff that is not snails as well.
You mean they don't just eat snails constantly?
Well, I suppose so. What if you're vegetarian? Do you eat snails if you're vegetarian?
You eat snail-shaped grass.
I don't think snails are vegan, so I guess you don't have to eat snails. You know, speaking of snails, right now, there's a lot of snails outside. I think it's just the season right now. You can see like lots of snails in the forest. And some of them are still alive and some of them are like crushed. For some reason people, I don't know, they like to drive with cars through forests here. And you can tell by the remnants of the snails.
You can see their little trails.
Well, yeah. It's kind of gross, like... I don't know. When you run a car over a snail that has a shell on it, it's gonna create quite a bit of mess.
Yeah.
The German word for snail. Do you want to increase your German vocabulary? What does dick mean? You know, there's actually a German word that is the same as the English word dick, and it just means fat in English, or thick. So there's actually, I took a picture of that once. There's this German candy that in German is just called, it's like a brand, it's called Dickman. And, you know, it's just kind of like a wafer with like a foam filling and covered in chocolate. So it kind of looks like a fat man, but it's called Dickman. And if you like, you know, English speaking, it might sound really dubious to you that they are selling Dickmans here.
There you go, there's a picture of Dickmans.
Do they have
Which
these?
is still...
Do they have these in the US as well?
I don't know if they're called Dickmans, but they look familiar, like something we probably... I mean, I'm sure we have some form of
Oh, I
it.
see.
But I'm pretty sure everybody avoids calling them things like dick something.
Well, that's just actually the brand here. But, I mean, here it's perfectly innocuous. Nobody would really suspect that that could mean something, I don't know, something so different in English.
If I was better with Photoshop, Punk, I would totally put my face on that box and call him fake man.
Do you like bread? Well, apparently, when it comes to bread, Germany has the widest variety of breads. You know, if you like breads, you will probably find some bread you like, because we have lots of breads. I don't know. I'm not really that much into bread, so I don't really appreciate it very much, but you can eat all kinds of boring and not so boring bread here. Is your cat an inside cat, Mosquito? You can probably just leave your cat, you know, let it outside and just have it catch some food for itself. I don't know. Doesn't it work? So this is actually a very good place to get some potions. Hey Neo, thank you. Well, it's not really a new mod. This is called Gjoerulv Hardcore Mod, and I played through it before, but for some reason, I don't even know why, but I never actually saved my playthrough, like archived it. So I just want to actually do that. I have like a playthrough of Sega Chief New Threat Mod on my YouTube channel, and some other things, but I don't have this one on my YouTube channel, which, I don't know, it's kind of strange why I don't have that, so I figured I should just do that. Yeah, this is actually, this mod, like the first version of this came out like in 2011 or so it's kinda old, but it has like a lot of new stuff as well. I mean, it's not really outdated, it's quite fun still. No, it's not a poverty mod. In this mod you actually have you get enough money, so you will be able to afford stuff. So when is the rapture coming anyway? You know, there's a town in Norway called Hell. You can probably already go there. I mean, isn't there another place called Hell somewhere, I suppose? But I know there's Hell Norway. Maybe just go there and, you know, have some fun in Norway, in hell, and just tell me how it is. Then maybe like write me a postcard from hell. Well, I know that, but, you know, I don't think it's gonna be as exciting in Austria, in just, you know, that town. It's not hell, it's just fucking, which by the way isn't even called that in Austria. It's called like fucking. So it's not really exciting, is it? Well, I don't think that Massachusetts is a very hard word to say. Isn't squirrel the hard word to say? I don't really see why Massachusetts is supposed to be difficult, but whatever. Well, I see now what you mean. If you have no lips, you probably can't say it. If you have no tongue, you also can't say it. You know, I guess if you're drunk, you also can't really say it so well. So I guess I will actually grind some more bolt plumes, because they're quite useful. You know, apparently I know the robot is weak to ice. Doesn't really make too much sense, but I knew this from my previous playthroughs. There we go. Well, you can dream of anything. You know, at least dream as in sleep, and then, you know, dream of it. Well, I think it depends on if they, you know, if they happen to be non-blind at some point, so if they have always been blind. Because if they just turn blind at some point, I suppose they will just keep on dreaming, you know, the way they used to before they were blind. But if they have always been blind, then I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, obviously, if you look at this enemy right now, this is just a random enemy, and I still haven't even killed it yet. How much HP does this thing have anyway? Yeah, there's also new enemies, new bosses. So there's quite a bit of extra content. I should probably not be so stingy with my magic. Well, this is a hardcore mod. Essentially, the game is harder. The enemies just have more HP. They're smarter and stuff. Well, I'm glad myself I'm not dead, and I'm glad you're dead. I mean, I'm glad you're glad that I'm not dead. I don't think you're dead, are you? Well, as it turns out, there's many different cleaning products. I am glad I learned that. Do you maybe mean jazz? It's cleaning for your ears. So it's quite neat that I get all these bolt balloons. I mean, normally they're quite a late game, well, sort of post-game item. You certainly don't get them so early in this mod. I mean, in the original game, you get them so early in this mod, which makes them really useful. I feel like I have no idea what to talk about, and I cannot say if you're having typos there or not. Yeah, this actually has some custom enemies. I don't think as many as Sega Chief's, well, certainly not as many as Sega Chief Needs Red mods, but it does have probably like 20 or so new enemies in this mod. Well, I mean, last time I played this, he was not absorbing lightning, so I don't think he will do that now either. Hey ZX. Yes, I finished Tactics. And I actually played it a second time off stream, and during my second playthrough I kind of appreciated it a bit more. You know, I wasn't exactly very fond of it when I played it on Steam, did I? I mean on stream, but I did it. I played it a second time, and I I enjoyed it a bit more. Well, it depends on how you define cheating. I mean, is it cheating to hack into the game like the best equipment at the beginning of the game, like 99 of that, and then just use that? Because if that is cheating to you, then I guess I might have been able to cheat. But I don't know. That's not cheating, is it?
So you went back and enjoyed it a little more the second time?
Yeah, I mean, I already knew what to expect, so...
Yeah, it's I mean, if you go into it thinking it's just gonna be like every other Final Fantasy game, it is a complete shock, really, at how different it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, the story alone is worth playing through it. So I mean, yeah, if you want to just run through the battles, that's not a big deal. Because most of the dialogue and important stuff of the story comes through cutscenes, not the fights themselves. It's just such a beautiful game, and it disappointed me that you were so unhappy with it the first time you played it.
Well, I mean, it seems like most of the games I played the first time, I didn't really, I don't know, seem to enjoy it much. I mean, usually it takes a while to appreciate things. You can't really expect to, you know, to like everything just the first time you see them, because it's kind of strange and weird, or I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's completely, it goes from just standing on opposite sides of the enemies to like moving around the map like a chessboard kinda. It's weird. But once you get to the end and you actually like learned all those different classes and have all the cool abilities, it becomes really fun. And then you get Sid, and it's pretty much a joke after that.
So I guess I should actually just try and fight God Scorpion now.
Are the boss strats changed up, or is it still the same? They're just stronger.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that some bosses would profit from you using different strategies, but not really all. But I mean, there's also new bosses, and I think the first new boss is already in the Shinra headquarters. But before that, it's essentially just you have to grind more, but then you can essentially do the same stuff.
Well, it better be some weird machine with Tifa's head on it or something. That was one of my favorite part of that Sega Chief mod, was all the weird ways he put stuff together.
Yeah, I think that's only Sega Chief's idea of a mod, though. I don't know. Sega Chief really likes these robots like God Scorpion and I don't know, all of those. I mean, he has like a lot of recurring appearances in his mods, but in this mod not so much. There's some new enemies, but I don't know, they seem a little bit less strange. So already in this mod, Surge Scope actually paralyzes you.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, I think this has 3000 HP.
Oh my god, dog, no kidding, hardcore.
Normally it's 800s.
Oh wow, well, you just did like almost 800 right there. You know, I was playing through this recently on my Vita, and I got Wu Tai for the first time, and I'm stuck. I made the mistake of going to where you had to fight raps, and I was not ready.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, you can't actually leave until you're done with it, so it's
I
kind
mean,
of.
can you do it later in the game?
Yeah, I mean, you can do it later, but once you start it, you can't actually. You have to finish it before you can leave the Watai
Right.
area again.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have to start the save before I walk in there. Because, I mean, it doesn't start until you start walking towards Wu Tai.
Yeah. I mean, this wasn't really hard, but then again I had some bug plumes. I could have used actually more, but I think I should just keep some, they might be handy later. And you get a tent, wow, how useless. Well, you can probably argue that neither Cloud nor Barret really are men. I mean, Barret is missing an arm, so he's probably more a cyborg than a man. And well, Cloud is having some deep issues anyway. Well, I guess the point is not just that he's missing an arm, but, you know, he has, like, an arm implant. I don't know if he has also a brain implant. I can't really talk about that, I have no idea. But he certainly has this spooky cyborg arm. You know, people argue about who really is Kate Sif. I mean, is Kate Sif just the white plush doll? Or is Kate Sif the cat on top of it? Hey Metallic Guy. I haven't seen in a while. I mean, isn't winter leaving in Straya and summer coming? Do you do something special on that occasion? Well, hey Pydol, I think you mentioned it earlier. You've been at work? Well, maybe you need to find work that is more accommodative to your streaming schedule, watching habits. Like apparently the rest of Twitch, they always watch Twitch at work. Oh yeah, didn't Twitch introduce bits, like, I don't know, some time ago? How did that ever go? I'm really not so sure about how they make any sense. I mean, isn't it called cheering? I don't really know what that is meant to signify. But anyway, do you have some kind of new story, Metallic Guy? I know you're not really the story guy, but well, I mean, you can actually like buy bits and then you can use them. So well, that's very nice of you, because as I was talking about it, if you use bits in like a channel, you actually like at least if the channel is like partnered, they get money from it. It's kind of like an advertisement or a subscription, but well, I mean, because you can use like, I don't know how many other bits you want to use, you you know, it's kind of like a donation, I guess. You have the man flu. Isn't that just a common flu? I mean, is there like a woman flu, or I don't know, a Bigfoot flu, a cat flu, a bird? Well, I guess there's bird flu, but did I fight with the fridge? Not this time. You got a new tribal tat. That is marvelous. Yeah, I ran out of names just this moment. That is so sad. Steve. Steve is a good name. Gaston is actually an actual name. Why should I use Gaston? You know, I'll just stick with object names. You know, though, on second thoughts, I guess calling her a toilet might, I don't know. Somebody might think this, I don't know, is kind of, I'm not so sure if that's a good name, but, who knows. Give it to a toilet, yeah, I always put flowers in the toilets. That's a great idea. Let's just call people inanimate objects. I mean, you can name people anything in the English language anyway, can't you? Don't some celebrities name their children like, I don't know, Sunday Rose and Blueberry Pie? Why not just go a step further and call them, you know, slightly more mundane things, such as, you know, shower towel, toilet, the fridge, those kind of things. Well, if you can read something inappropriate in my choice of names, then I don't know. Maybe you're just having two open minds. Well, I mean, to be fair though, he's not officially named Blanket, is he? That's just his nickname. But apparently some people actually, like, you know, they legally call their childs Harry Potter or something. Those are first names, because some of those seem like last names. I mean, they would work as last names, but I'm not so sure about first names.
Yeah, the first three are first names, and the second two are last names.
Oh, I see.
I feel bad for those people when they have to talk on the phone and talking to people and like, what's your name again? What's your name? How do you spell that? What the hell? The golden saucer. Well, it might still take a little while, you know. I am still in Midgar, so just take a little nap. And when you wake up, it might be the 22nd century, and you might see me in the gold saucer. You know, yesterday I woke up and
I had quite a strange experience because when I woke up I realized it was the 21st century. I mean, it's not like I didn't know that beforehand, but when I woke up I had this strong feeling to realize that it was the 21st century. I don't know. It just kind of, for the first time, hit me that it's already 21st century, and only yesterday did I really notice that. Well, I know that. I know it's kind of strange to realize that only at this point, but I guess better late than pregnant. Is that a saying? You know, isn't actually a next Y2K bug? Not Y2K obviously, but there was a bug that's allegedly going to happen like 2000 something, 37 or so. That's essentially just the same as the Y2K bug, only with another year. Oh, 2038, I see. Interesting. And I'm broke. Okay. Well, I mean, until then, the world could just, you know, explode for other reasons. It's too soon to get worried about the 2038 bug. Maybe we should worry about that in like 2036, but not before that. Hey Kyle, how are you? You know, I haven't actually played FF7 in a while, and it makes you appreciate the music again. If you, I mean, if you play this game like every day, you probably will not enjoy the music as much anymore. But if you take a break from it, you really get to enjoy it again. It's quite nice. You know me. How can you even know me? Hey Callisto, how are you? Yeah, I mean, I suppose that before the year 2038, you know, stuff will have advanced so far that Y2K38 is irrelevant already. You know, actually I think you could buy those Block FF7 3D figures. They are actually 3D printed figures, but I don't know if you can still get them. Well, I will still look into it, but I also think you might want to, you know, not expect anything anytime soon, Xmark. Oh, I see. So he's not allowed to actually produce them anymore. That's sad. I mean, you can make them for yourself. You just cannot, you know, you cannot actually market them. But just get a 3D printer and make them yourself, right? I have no idea how expensive they are. I already find ordinary printers very expensive because of all the print you have to buy. I mean, printers aren't really expensive, but you know, it's just a print scam. You have to actually, you know, you can sometimes actually profit from when the print runs out. You just buy a new printer because it comes with print, and that might be more economical than just rebuying the prints. It's kind of crazy, actually. I don't really like printers, but I suppose 3D printers would not really have that issue. Oh hey Sedan, how are you? I mean, I suppose that for 3D printers, just the printer in itself is probably more expensive than the material. But I could be wrong. I don't even know where you buy 3D printers. I have no idea. But I suppose you can just, you know, buy them somewhere and then use them and, I don't know, 3D print your own nuclear power plants. And then just, I don't know, become North Korea and threaten the world. Something along those lines. Well, you can't buy everything online, can you? I mean, I don't know. Can you, you can't buy a car online, can you? You can't actually buy sex online, can you? You have to still go, like, you know, to, like, an actual person that sells it somewhere on the street corner. I mean, actually, I think you could buy drugs online, but you also can't do that anymore. Allegedly. You know, there's other things as well, like, can you buy apples online? I guess you can on Amazon Pantry now, but I don't know. You cannot literally buy everything online, can you? That's the point I'm trying to make. I mean, it's cool that you can buy stuff online, but do you want to buy everything online? I mean, I don't see what should be wrong about that. It just seems like right now it's more convenient to buy some things not online. I mean, you can probably lead a life in which you would never have to leave your house. You can probably organize that, but I don't really know if it's worth it. What models do you mean exactly? Oh, hey Apocalyptic, how are you? Well, that's true. I mean, you probably have to work somewhere, but... Well, if you mean the models that you can see in my background picture, they still exist, but you cannot buy them. I mean, I'm sure like the person who made them still has some of them. You just cannot purchase them anymore. But I mean, if you have a 3D printer yourself, you can probably make them. I'm not even sure if they are 3D printed or if they just made, I don't know, out of paper or something. I mean, if you have like, if you're crafty, you could probably make them yourself, but I don't know, it seems difficult. I mean, I certainly wouldn't be able to make them myself. I would probably just be able to stick my fingers together with glue and that would be the end of it. Well, Tifa has various models, just like all the characters, you know. It's like a different costume. Isn't that how fighting games work? Different characters with different costumes. Tifa just has, you know, she has a garbage can costume, but also a non-garbage can costume. I mean, what kind of person wears the same stuff every single day, anyway? Wow. I have not done it in a long time. Well, that's a great question, which would be DLC. I am not so sure about that. Maybe there would be another DLC. It's like a garbage truck, actually. So I think I should get some link breaks here. It looks like she's wearing a lampshade. Are you saying she's a lamp now? I don't know why they don't attack clouds. Maybe I just have to leave. I mean, maybe they just attack the character who's the lowest HP. And Cloud has the most, so they wouldn't ever attack him again. Yeah, I think they'll do the same stuff actually. They might only attack Tifa because she's lowest HP. Yeah, I think that's how they work. I mean, some of those enemies have to attack Cloud at some point, right? In theory. Oh, there we go. I mean, I'm not even sure if it's really that helpful to have limit breaks against Airbus in this mod. He might just kill you anyway, even if you use limit breaks. So I'm not sure if this even helped me that much. But I guess it doesn't hurt. You mean bald plumes? Yeah, I still have them. And I probably have to use them in that fight. I also have grenades, but I don't think they're very useful. I have no idea what that means. But it kind of makes me happy to read that. Sounds like you're trying to summon some kind of demon. I have no idea. This is actually the Shinra theme. I don't know what it's called precisely. I think Shinra organization, which is what this track is called, and it's quite nice if you just listen to that while you're doing mundane things. Just you know, try to go shopping while you listen to it. It's kind of fun. Makes grocery shopping so much more fun if you do that. Maybe I should use the bolt plumes I've left. This wasn't even as strong as I thought it would be. Kind of disappointing. Well, no, they are all dead. Normally Abaster has 1200 HP, but I think in this mod probably around 3000. How can you say I don't read the text boxes? Maybe I can just read that fast. Well, it's true I'm not reading them loudly, but, you know, I could still read them internally. Hey, holy avatar. This mod is a hardcore mod. Makes the game harder, essentially. Oh, hey, Alan Jesus. How can you know I'm alive? Do you have proof, or is it just an assumption? So he's not even dead yet. Wow, that sucks. Maybe I just got older, you know. People tell me that all the time that my voice changed when compared to when I last heard me. I mean, either my voice is changing all the time, or I don't know. Maybe your ears changed. Maybe your ears are the culprits. It's not my voice, it's your ears. How old am I now? How old do I sound like? Hey, Eldener. Well, do I sound like a 40-year-old man or like a 50-year-old man, or I don't know, a 60-year-old man? A 30-year-old man? Yeah, this mod actually is much harder, yes. Otherwise I wouldn't have died to Airbuster 3 times already. Somebody's trying to pinpoint my age quite precisely there. Oh well. Well, it just says I'm older than that. I could be much older than that. Yeah, I mean, normally it has 1200 HP, but I think in this mod it's at least 3000. I don't know how much it has precisely. Maybe even 5000, who knows? I mean, but it also hits much harder. Hey Sly, how are you? And hey Trollhorn. Well, essentially, the game is just overall harder. Enemies are stronger, there's new enemies. That kind of stuff. You know, you can actually get a critical hit also with limb breaks, and if I did, I would probably have quite some advantage already. But that's probably not gonna happen. What do I think about your Wambi? I have no feelings for monkeys. Is that too savage? Well, monkeys aren't really cute, are they? They're not puppies or kittens. I don't like this. What do you think about her 1B, by the way? Oh, it's dead. Well, never mind. You know, it's funny how you can fully gain cross slash. I mean, you can get it, you know, before a guard scorpion already, but still, you're not really supposed to do that, I guess. Maybe you shouldn't even bring a kid to a zoo anyway. It's too dangerous. I mean, I don't know what kind of person should go to a zoo. I don't really understand zoos.